slightly different format this weekend for Design for the Weekend. This fantastic house in Southsea has been on my radar for a month or so. A few people have asked me about it, and those bits were kind enough to show me around last week. So I came up with some different design options for it, and I'm going to run through those right now. I do have a longer video that I produced last weekend, about an hour long, goes through in detail the process and also the budget costing. So if anyone actually is interested in buying this house, and I think you should be, I've got some good ideas and a good sense of what it might cost you to do. So drop me a line if you'd like me to send you that link. The house itself isn't listed, but is a historic building. Part of it was designed by Thomas Ellis Owen, who's sort of the architect who designed most of the Southsea. It's got what's its most sort of interesting element, I think, is this vestibule space, which was once outdoors. It had sort of a glazed roof over the side of it. You can see here in this picture that was actually the front of it at some point. It's got glazing to gardens, courtyard gardens either side. It's not in too bad a condition actually as a house. It's got some sort of strange things, like this stair goes up to a roof terrace, which is a really good space, but external stair, not the best way to get there, so I've looked at making that internal. It's got a garage and a listed wall, even though the house itself isn't listed. Kind of interesting sort of entrance. This was the interior, the vestibule, that's that element I was just showing you, and then interiors that are kind of dated but big and spacious, all the same. You can see here in these ones, and sort of bathrooms, and it's actually, there's no real massive leaks. It's a pretty solid house, I would say, but to refurbish it fully is a fairly extensive project. You can see it's got this entrance vestibule here, reception room, drawing room, a bunch of rooms here that are a breakfast room, kitchen, and a dining room, which are all a bit dark and not that pleasant really. Upstairs is good. There's 4 good bedrooms, a massive bathroom we can make more of, and then this big roof terrace there's a garden here and a little courtyard here. So I'm going to run through actually what I came up with. I came up with a couple of different options for the ground floor. The key question really I was thinking about was, what do you do with this vestibule space? It's a big entrance hall. It's kind of weird. In fact, the whole house is weird, and that's what's good about it. It's weird in a good way. When you come in the front door, this big space in this design, thinking about just using it as an open hallway. I mean, it'd be a great place when the weather's not so good to come in, and if you're having a barbecue, you could come in. You can use it for you could have exercise bike in there. You can use it as a sort of a conservatory kind of area. It's got a lot of use if you've got young kids up and down on a scooter. Be great fun in there. Probably football, putting. You could put a bit of putting mat down and do some good putting practice. I think it's actually a really useful space, bizarrely. It's going to create a really good utility room and shower in this area, a little store over here. And then when you come into the main part of the house, the main thing, as I said in the intro, was about what do you do with this space that's 3 different rooms? And the answer, I think, is take out all the walls. It's got a flat roof over this area, so you can put a big lantern, get a lot of light. And then the important thing is to open up this wall, because this is closed with a tiny window, and open out onto this little courtyard garden here. And over here, this drawing room is kind of good as it is, really. Just needs some, a good interior designer to have a crack at it. This little space is open to the hall, so I put some sort of glazed Crittall style windows through here with doors to make a little snug. The second option would be to use the vestibule as something sort of, I suppose, give it a functional use, and that's to make a sort of dining hall and a kitchen, and to put a really elegant island, a sort of piece of furniture here, and a dining table here. I guess you could flip it the other way. And then you come in and your larders here, and your sort of utility space, your larder, fridge, and that in this area opens out onto the courtyard. Well, what was the kitchen? And the other option becomes a games room. You have a pool table in here, PlayStation, TV, big sofa, big TV, a Peloton bike or something here. That room could become a study with a nice window looking out into the vestibule. This would have a top light, and then all these areas kind of remain the same. Means this space becomes really functional. Although walking into a kitchen's maybe off the roads maybe a bit odd, walking into a dining hall is not at all odd. There's lots of houses where you have an entrance hall that's got dining hall. So I think that could work quite well. I think I'd go with option A because I kind of like the multifunctional use of that vestibule. That I could use it for lots of different things. Upstairs, key things are to get rid of the stair that goes up to the roof terrace and put it over the top of the existing stair to get into up to a new top floor, which I'll speak about in a minute. The bathroom is massive, so it can become a really good sized family bathroom and a linen laundry room. This area here, there is a toilet here and an ensuite here. Change the format slightly, but basically make a master bedroom, master suite here, a bit like a hotel. Come in and it's lobbied with a toilet or toilet ensuite, roll top bath, shower, a big walk-in wardrobe, and the area for the bed. At this end, create a similar thing, but the bedroom's a bit bigger at this end. I think the aspect's a bit better here looking onto the garden, but so that's the main bedroom in my eyes, but either could work. Walk-in closet, shower room, bedroom in here, which is already a bedroom, just realigned a few walls. That bedroom doesn't change at all. And then in this space, currently there's a corridor to get out to the outside stairs, so turn that into a little study and guest bedroom and a plant room here. Then when you go upstairs, you come up the stairs here, and that roof terrace sits over this part of the house. That means that as you come up the stairs, you can build a sunroom. There's already a room, a sort of attic storagey room with doors off the terrace, but I've enlarged that. Big roof light, kind of bar across the back here, sofa, we have a TV up there, I suppose, whatever you want to do. A sort of pergola structure, and then this big roof terrace with an external kitchen. So I think it would be an absolutely amazing house, and as I say, if anyone wants to buy it, drop me a note and I can send you the hour-long video that will go through all that in a bit more detail and explain, I think, what the refurbishment costs would be.